How's it going, everyone? Data here, and welcome back to the Atlanta Thrashers Dynasty Mode here on NHL 07, episode number 4, headed into year number 2. In the last one, we had a nice, strong draft in the offseason. We went into free agency, made a couple moves. We ended up getting RJ Umberger signed to a nice contract, 86 overall. We went out and traded for Freddie Modine, 91 overall. But unfortunately, what we figured out was that player types seemed to change quite frequently. Modine was a playmaker. Armstrong was a power forward. We thought we had playmaker, sniper, power forward. And the first game of the season rolls around, and we have 3 snipers. And then meanwhile, we have Braden Coburn, a defensive defenseman last season, who's now an offensive defenseman. So very odd. Not exactly sure why that's happening, but either way, here's our team at the moment. We made some nice upgrades, still not necessarily exactly where we want to be. The chemistry isn't ideal, but we do have Kovalchuk at a 98 overall, Hossa at a 97, Pierre Turgeon's still around. He wants another shot at the cup. We didn't make the playoffs last season, but hopefully with a much stronger bottom 6, that will be a possibility. Kapanen, Bondra, 84 overalls here. Between the pipes, we have Kari Lehtinen at a 93 overall. So things are looking good. Some well wishes in the comments of last episode. Apo saying, great video. Hopefully Umberger is going to succeed in Atlanta and be that good second line player for the Thrashers that we were looking for. Vinny saying, hopefully Umberger will improve from that -10 he had last season and become a good second line center for Atlanta. If not, maybe trading him will become an option. You never know. So thank you for the love in the comments last episode. Not too many suggestions really necessary headed into year number 2. We'll see how things look. We'll start rolling and we'll go from there. The biggest issue does seem to be the chemistry, but I think actually an issue that's bigger than that is the financial situation here in Atlanta, as already we don't have much money, being like the worst team profit-wise in the entire league. If we go to contracts here, we sort by expiring deals as well. We'll see that contracts like Kovalchuk and Hossa are both expiring. And Kovalchuk, for example, making 6.5 right now, he wants an upgrade. He wants to be making an additional 2 million right there. Marian Hossa is making 5 million. He wants an upgrade. He wants to be making, what, 7.5? So we're already at the salary cap. Yes, we could trade away a guy like Kozlov, and that frees up 2.7, but we don't really have a lot of guys making a lot of money here. Modine's going to be expiring. I think he wants around 5 million. So it's a really tough situation. I know we can trade away maybe Scott Thornton. I don't know who else, maybe Schubert. But just to say, yeah, it is a dicey time here in the contract situation for the Thrashers. Same, at least we got Kari Lehtinen signed for 2 more years. Actually, well, 3 years technically, because 0 counts as this 1 season. But yeah, it is a tough situation right now. I wish we had more money, because when you go and look in free agency, since July 1st until now, some players, I guess, got released because Roman Hamrlik, Jeff Carter, and Ryan Whitney are all free agents. I'm especially interested in Jeff Carter, who's 22 years old with 87 potential. Unfortunately, he wants to be making 5.6. If with the money we have, like less than $1 million now, if we trade away Victor Kozlov at 2.7, I don't think it will be able to happen. We don't have the money to acquire that kind of contract. We're already pushing it at the moment. So I don't think there's anything to change. We're going to roll with the team as is. Maybe Stewart gets swapped. Maybe some of the lines get moved around. Defense, maybe Coburn can't cut it. We send him down. Don't know what. But hopefully we get continued good growth from our prospects, because looking in the minor league management here, we do have, let's see if we just sort by the lowest overalls, we do have our players who we drafted with great potential, Stanislav Sosoyev and Jurgen Elhalachner. I'm not sure how you want to say that, but we just call him Jurgen. Jurgen the German, I guess you could call him. See, his player type was power forward, I think, but now it's dangler. So it's tough to say what's going on with these player types. I don't understand what necessarily changes them. Anyways, getting into year number 2, we ended off last episode with a season opening loss to the Tampa Bay Lightning. We lost 5-4, but we're back at it again here against the Florida Panthers. We're going to get some good simulation done. These episodes obviously a lot shorter than the NHL 21 franchise modes, but let's begin simulating and see how it goes. First period, up 1-0, beautiful. Second period, the Panthers come back 2-1. Third period, we tie it up 2-2. Final 5 minutes, nothing comes. Overtime, shootout, and the winner in overtime as the Thrashers take it. Huge win. That's what we like to be seeing. Stefan Yell from Victor Kozlov and Ilya Kovalchuk. Bang. Huge 3-2 victory. Abdominal strain. Kovalchuk injured, but he came back in overtime and got an assist, so hopefully he's okay. Hossa scored. Chris Gratton, legend, and Hossa scored as well. So big night for the first line, and the Thrashers take it 3-2. Nice. 1-1 to start off the year. At least there's that. We get that first win out of the way. Now we go through all the mailbox and things I want. Oh, boy. So Kovalchuk is out for a little bit. That is unfortunate. Don't know how long he's out for, so I'll have to look into that. Thornton will come into the lineup. Thornton is $1.7 million for a healthy scratch, so maybe he's a guy who gets traded. He's a trade candidate, perhaps. But I'm going to swap the lines up. I'm going to bring up Modine, bring over Kozlov, push up Bondra, and then put Thornton right there. So give me a second. Alrighty, that's all taken care of. Hopefully that injury is not too long for Ilya Kovalchuk. They didn't tell me, but I don't know where I can even figure it out here. Team reports, maybe? Injuries? Oh, there we go. Atlanta. Hold on. Atlanta. Abdominal strain returning on October 19th. Currently October 11th. Okay, not a big deal then. Let's keep on simulating until he comes back, and we'll get him in for the game against the Capitals. L against the Bruins, L against the Hurricanes, and this first game against the Caps, we get a dub at least. At least, to break that little 2-game skid. Very minor skid, but a skid nonetheless. The Capitals are an 84 overall team, but they are 4-0-2. So hopefully Kovalchuk's back in the lineup now. Could be in a letter that they tell you. You got to do it yourself. Yeah, team injury summary. October 19th, yes. Current streaks, blah, blah, blah. Beautiful. Armstrong's on fire at a 95 overall. Sheesh. Well done to him. Captain dropped to a 79 overall. Hate to see it. And defense is normal. Schubert dropped to a 74 overall. What? He was, what, an 84? He dropped 10 overalls? Huh? You're out of here, Bello. You are done. Schubert out, and what's his name in? McCarthy. McCarthy, get him in there. 74? What? That is twisted. That's crazy. I'll fix up the lines here. Give me another second. Actually, Kovalchuk is not back. He's still injured. Yet, when I went to look at Sean Thornton's stats, and then I came back, it put everyone back to their normal overalls. Armstrong at a 90. Schubert back to an 84 or whatever. So, I don't know what's happening, but regardless, I'm going to put McCarthy in the lineup and let it do its thing. I don't know why it continually reverts back and forth with overalls and player types. It's really confusing, but I'm just going to put McCarthy into wherever Schubert was, and we'll keep on simulating. Okay, so we'll get Kovalchuk into the lineup, I suppose, after this game against the Capitals. So may as well simulate it since we're already here. Let's quick sim. 3-2 after the first period. Second period, 4-2. Love it. Third period, stay strong. 5-3. Hey, big win right there. Big 5-3 win. Hossa scored. Umberger from Hossa and Turgeon. Turgeon scored twice there and an assist. Turgeon had 2 goals, 2 assists. Big night for him. Very nice 5-3 victory. Most games are always within 1 goal, so rare to see a 2-goal game, a win by 2. So Kovalchuk is now back. I don't know what's up with the overalls, like I said, but let me fix up the lineup. Presto changeo. Wonderful. That's all done. Hopefully he can stay healthy, because changing lines in NHL 07 is quite the hassle. Checking out the mailbox here after that game. Current streaks, all the legends here. Willie Mitchell, Carlo Koliakovo. There we go. Keep it hot, boys. Keep on rolling here on the calendar. We are 3-2-1 to start the first 6 games of the season. Let's move into the month of November, and we'll just simulate. I don't know, maybe let's go see the Dallas Stars. Nice Western Conference matchup in a little while. Get a good chunk of simulation done. Not sure if we'll do the whole season in this episode. I would like to, but we'll see where we're sitting around the deadline. Win, and then a loss against the Panthers, followed by a loss against the Hurricanes. I think that's a win against the Flyers there. Thornton's out with a sore ankle till January 27th. That's a pretty sore ankle, so that's okay. I'll just bring Stewart back into the lineup. Turgeon's cold at the moment, which is not ideal. Stewart, here he is, back to an 81. That's good. Schubert's at an 82. I don't know what that all means, but Stewart can go back onto the 4th line for Thornton. And, it was an L against the Flyers, unfortunately. So that was a 3-game losing streak. Then, what's all these L's here? Not sure what happened against the Maple Leafs. I think it was an L against the Sabres as well. But win against the Capitals, at least there's that. Another win against Florida, a loss against the 10-3-1 or now 11-3-1 Ottawa Senators. Rangers are 6-7-3. We beat them. The Lightning are 11-4-1, biggest rivals that we have, and they beat us as per usual. Another matchup against Florida. We beat them again. We've had good luck against them so far in this simulation. Toronto Maple Leafs, can't see what happened against them. We'll see in just a second. Hey, nice win. Okay, 4-2 win. And over here was a loss and a win against these two teams, Sabres and Leafs. So, hey, that brings us to 10-9-1 through the first 20 games of the season. I'd like us to be in a better position. It's not ideal. Monthly financial statements, we're still the 30th team in the NHL. League injuries, that's okay. Current streaks, team injury information, Scott Thornton. And the Penguins trade Jocelyn Thibault to the Bruins for Manny Malhotra, the face-off king. So, big blockbuster in 2007, November 2007. Let's take a moment to pause and look at the player stats through 20 games. Pierre Turgeon is absolutely eating it up with 30 points in 20 games. He's leading the NHL. Both he and Marian Hossa are tied for the NHL lead with 30 points in 20 games. Poof! I thought I was just looking at Atlanta for a second. That is amazing. Great job to them. Kovalchuk with 20 points in 16 games. Janssen, great for the defensive end. Modine has 14. Kozlov 12. Umberger, point every other game, so not bad at all. Stefan Yell, very nice for third line center. Colby Armstrong could be doing more, but close to point every other game as well. Who is struggling? Maybe it's Bonder with 2 points in 20 games. That's not ideal. I wouldn't mind thinking about who the expensive people we got to trade are. Where's McCarthy? He has 1 assist in 15 games. So Schubert had 1 assist in 5 games. Okay. All these guys aren't playing. Looking at the goaltenders, of course, the numbers are a bit different. But, hey, only 2.92 goals against average for Lettinen and an .851 save percentage. So looking at the entire NHL, 2.1, of course, Dominic Hasek at 42 years of age is still an absolute animal. So sorting by, I guess like this. But I need players who have at least some games played. So Hasek, Kiprasov, Cam Ward, Tuukka Rask, Roberto Luongo, Narena, what, Brodeur, Jose Theodore, of course, Baskashua, Raycroft. So I guess 2.K. It's not the best numbers in the league. I thought it was better than it was, but still good numbers, not the best numbers in the league. So, we're doing all right, but it's really our top players who are carrying us. The depth scoring isn't really there at the moment. I would definitely be considering a trade that moves Umberger killing me. That moves Kozlov and or Bondra and frees up a little cap space. I don't know. Would it be crazy to dip into free agency at this point in the season? I think, unfortunately, I don't think the demands change of the contracts. Jeff Carter, I'm sure he still wants that same amount of money at 5.63 for 1 year, or 5.55, I think. So still not great. It would be nice to get him on the team, but we'd have to still make some trades. We'd have to free up space. And again, one more time, just looking at the contracts, how much space would that be? Kozlov 2.7, and Bondra, he's not making a lot at all, 0.5. So that's 3.2 million. And then if we also moved, I don't know, Schubert, who's there, it would be possible to get him for 1 year. It wouldn't be crazy. It wouldn't be crazy to get him for 1 season. We do lose Kozlov. It's not like we're just adding a guy. We're taking away a guy. So, yeah, I'm going to skip this game over against Dallas. I'd rather go see the divisional rival Tampa Bay Lightning, actually, who are second in the division at the moment. So we'll keep on simulating another week until then. Okay, so win, loss, win. Not bad. The Lightning are 12-8-1. We are 12-10-1. Second in the division. So who's above us in the division, both us and Tampa Bay? It is, it's the Carolina Hurricanes, who are 13-7-3. Interesting. And Tampa Bay does have 2 games in hand. I got to think about what kind of move do we make. Player loves... I just met with Nicholas Havlet, and he said he is really happy with the organization and the direction it is headed. Hey, it's amazing what a little ice time will do to a guy. It's too bad we couldn't give them all the shifts they wanted. Hey, that's very nice. That's cool. And current streaks. Cool. All right. Glad Nicholas Havlet is enjoying life here in Atlanta. Looking through all the players and the stats and everything, it's probably still just a little tad bit too early to make a big move this early in the season. Let's go against the Lightning. 1-0, then 2-0 after the second. Third period up 3-1. Final 5 minutes, we hang on tight. That's a big win. That's a really big 3-1 win. Thank you very much to the Atlanta Thrashers for working hard. Speaking of working hard, I'm going to get Kari Lettinen out of the crease, put him on the sidelines, and let him take a little bit of a breather here. In the Eastern Conference, we are in 6th place, so if we can't win the division, maybe we could still make the playoffs by getting into a conference spot. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and swap Lettinen out. Maybe that's why the numbers are starting to falter a little bit. He is down to an 81 overall, so I'll put Mike Dunham in there, the little Z next to his name. He's trying to take some Z's and get a little bit of sleep. So I'll take him out of the lineup against Florida, who are 6-12 and 7. I'll keep him out against the Rangers, and then I'll bring him back for the Maple Leafs. L against the Panthers, and then dub against the Rangers. That's nice. At least Dunham can get one of those wins. 81 overall is really not good in NHL 7 because the overall system is very different. At least he's up to an 83 now, but Lettinen's back to a 91. Hopefully that helps us. Armstrong's got to pick it up a little bit. Umberger has to pick it up a little bit. Kozlov's doing well for the third line. Maybe someone better for the third line would be an idea. I don't know. I thought this bottom 6 was a bit better. McCarthy is an 81 overall and has 1 point all season, while Schubert had 1 point in 5 games. So maybe Schubert's ready to come back to the lineup now. I'll make that change, and then we'll get back to the calendar sim. All right, that's all good. Let's keep on simulating. I need that bottom 6 to keep doing, well, not keep doing, but just do a little bit better. Oh, big trade here. The Montreal Canadiens trade Steve Bégin, Craig Rivet, and Todd Simpson to the Colorado Avalanche for Glenn Metropolitan, Steve Ruchin, and Steve Konowalchuk. Wow, that's a big trade right there. Current streaks, injury summary. Thank you very much for all the mail, junk mail. And let's go here against the Toronto Maple Leafs. We are 14, 10, and 2. They are 12, 13, and 3. We would need a big win here to stay strong in the conference. 1-0 Leafs, 2-1 after the second. Still down 2-1 here in the third. Final 5 minutes. Big goal from Janssen. We're into overtime, and the Thrashers take it in overtime. What a comeback at the end here. Janssen. Oh, hold on. So not Janssen who scored. Janssen got a game misconduct. It was Modine who scored the game-tying goal. And then who scored the game? Oh, it must have been in a shootout then. So a huge shootout comeback victory for the Atlanta Thrashers. Whew, 3-2 the final. Man, so now at least we're playing a lot of teams that aren't very good, like the Panthers and the and the Capitals. The Panthers and the Capitals, but when it comes to these bigger games, we got to wake up because the Senators are so strong right now. Dominic Hasek is there and everything, but we are 5th in the conference, so there's something to be said about that. We are doing all right. Bunch of mail here. You need to upgrade the assistant GM. Well, if you gave me some stars to upgrade, then I would do it. Financials, we're still 30th. Farm team, you want to think about calling up Michael Garnett? Bah, we already have a backup. Injuries and streaks. So if you gave me a star, I'd be happy to do those upgrades. But if I have no stars, then where do you want me to get the upgrades from, my friend? 0 stars, not happening. Back to the calendar. We are 15, 10, and 2. Let's get a really nice chunk of simulation done now. And we will go see the, I don't know, Buffalo Sabres? What? Yeah, they're 14, 8, and 2. Yeah, they're above us. Let's see where we're standing in a month. And go see Buffalo on December 30th after the little Christmas break as well. Win against the Panthers, win against the Leafs. Okay, we're rolling now. Lost against the Lightning. I might actually stop the sim around the game against the Capitals and Islanders there to swap the goalies. But aside from that, I will keep on simulating myself here. I'll pick you up in a couple of weeks on the calendar. Lost against the Penguins, unfortunately. Coming up against the Ducks now. That's a loss against them. I've done them against the Capitals. We beat them 3-2. Very nice. And now I'll keep Lettinen all the way to the game against Buffalo. Just a little bit of a breather for him. So then we beat the Islanders, lose against the Devils, beat the Penguins, back to 2 losses in a row to the Devils and the Lightning, 5-3 and then 4-3. Then we beat the Penguins 3-2, and we come to the final game of 2007 against the Sabres, who are 19, 13, and 4, with a record our own of 21, 16, and 2. Second in division, 5th in the conference. At least there is that. We got some mail to look at. Trade offer from Dallas. Okay, interesting. This message might come as a surprise, but I've had my eye on one of your players for quite some time. I know you want to hang on to him, or at least not see him wearing our colors, but I think I've got an offer that's too good to refuse. Even for a smart guy like you. Little winky face. Okay, I see you, GM at Dallas. Take me out for dinner, wine and dine me. Okay. Yours truly, what's his name? Come on, Michael Valcama. All right, Mikey. Okay, let's hear the offer. Watch it be for like a guy who's 60 overall. You want to give, oh, okay, Trevor Daley and a first-round pick in exchange for Petrovicki and Havilid. Wow. Whoa, boy. Let me go look at Havilid is just so good. Very good. But to get Daly, who I have to see his potential, and a first-round pick, that's extremely valuable. And they're a bad team. They're a bad team. But Havilid has 21 points but he's 34. It might be a good sell-high candidate here. Oh, and he's 80 overall, 82. Oh, we might have to do that. I like Petrovicki, but he's just depth. I gotta see Trevor Daly. That's what I gotta see. But a first-round pick. Hold on a second. Can I see my mail, please? Yes. Go to trade players. Let me see this. Trevor Daly. He's an 83 overall. This might be a big blessing here. 83 overall. He's 24 years of age. He is probably a defensive defenseman. I don't know. He's offensive. He's playing above his potential. So it's definitely a downgrade defensively. But we get a guy who's cheaper and a first-round pick. Only 5 assists in 33 games, though. So it's a hit. No doubt we're taking a hit offensively. But getting a first-round pick. But Havilid's an 88. So I don't know what they're talking about on the stats there. Havilid's an 88 overall. Yeah, he's probably our best defenseman. He signed for 3 more years at $1.2 million. Oh, man. We got to sell high on him eventually, but maybe now's not the time. Now is he back to an 88 overall? No, it still says he's 80, 82. But he had 42 points last season. He has 21 and 39. He's going to beat that. Oof, I don't know if I can do it. He's playing too well. I thought he was an 80 overall, but if he's actually an 88... I don't know if I can do it. I don't know. That's really tough. Injury summary, whatever. Good NHL profits. The the yearly increase would be at 2.5%. Okay, so we're at 30.1 as opposed to everyone in like the 40s and the 50s. How do we get our profit up? How am I supposed to get our profit up? We're terrible. But that might be a good idea to see what you think in the comments before I pull the trigger on a big deal like that. Let me hear your thoughts in the comments on that one. Because Havilid... he's only an 80 overall because he's sick. He actually is 88. Then I don't know if I want to do that. I gotta hear thoughts in the comments. Because a first-round pick is huge. But I don't know. I lean no. Back to finances here. How can we fix the finances? Can I make our tickets go up? Can I make it more expensive to come to the game? Why are we not making money? Is it just because of the player salaries? Like, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. How do I make this team more money? How are we so bad financially? Rules, what am I missing over here? So is it just the upgrades where I need to go I don't know, off ice? No, not even. Team, no. What would I have to upgrade? I don't know. Public RIA? I don't know. Anyways, we'll pass on that deal for the moment. Let's go here against the Buffalo Sabres. Big conference matchup. They're right behind us in the East. First period, 4-3. It's a gong show. Second period, 5-4. No scoring. Final 5 minutes, and the Sabres take it 5-4. Sheesh. We score 4 goals in the first period, but we're down 3-0. We come back to lead 4-3. Modine, Armstrong, Hossa Janssen. Then Vanek and Connolly score, and we lose 5-4 in the end. What a roller coaster of a game that was. And now we're taking on the Senators. We got to go in and see that one too. They're 4th in the conference? Who's leading the East then? Turgeon, a cold streak. What are you going to do? Boston's leading the conference. But they're right behind them. Sheesh. Okay, so either we have to I don't think we're going to catch the Hurricanes, so it sounds like 5th place. We're fighting. It's us, the Sabres, the Maple Leafs, the Lightning, the Flyers, the Penguins, the Islanders. Pretty much all fighting. Like all those... 7 teams fighting for 4 spots. So we'll do our best. Back to the mail here. Oof, morale is up. That's great. Marian Hossa has great morale. Love it. Awesome team record. Great chemistry in the room right now. Okay, our record is a true indication of how good this club really is. The guys are happy and thinking about nothing less than becoming league champions. Thanks, Matt. Trade summary. The Leafs trade Ponikarovsky in a 3rd for Daniel Paille in a 2nd. Garnett, they still love him. And financials, we are the worst as always. Make sure Lettinen is still at his best at the moment. Yeah, well, he's down to a 90 overall, so give him a rest after this game. But I guess I'll keep everybody else in the lineup as is. I'm waiting for Thornton to come back ASAP. Havilid's back to a 90 overall. That's why I don't want to make that trade. I know Dallas is close to the bottom of the league as well. Let me just double check if they're still at the bottom of the league. If you look at, Central, Pacific, can I see the entire NHL or no? Yeah, I can. So looking at the entire league, Dallas. Actually, okay, so they're in 23rd place, 23rd out of 30 teams. St. Louis is currently at the absolute bottom. Okay. Let me go back to sim game then here against the Ottawa Senators. First period, 2-0 Sens. Second period, 2-2. We tie it back up. Turgeon and Kovalchuk. Third period, up 4-2. Final 5 minutes, and we hang on tight. That's a huge 4-0 victory. Sorry, it's 4-2 victory, but we outscore them 4-0 in the final 2 periods. That was a real test of how good this team can really be. Beating the Senators 4-2 right there. Now in the year 2008. That is big. We are now 22-17-2. Havilland is completely recovered from the flu. Umberger's cold streak comes to an end. And in the Eastern Conference, we slightly pull away. Not really, unfortunately. Maybe from the... No, it's still a big race. It's still a very, very tight race. So I think for sure we'll end this episode around the trade deadline. But yeah, let me go ahead and get some games for Dunham. Check the mail again. Player is unhappy. Bondra says he's unhappy with his ice time right now. He's lucky he's even playing. He will not want to continue his relationship with his organization. I am not worried at all about that. Crimea River, I'm sorry. Dunham can come in there and get a little ice time. Like a guy, for example, like Johan Hedberg. Could I just trade him to a random team for like a 5th round pick or something? Like, what kind of value do these guys have? 0.6 million. I'm just going to let him go anyways after this season. So what's a team with like no goalies? Actually, right, the Buffalo Sabres. Let me see. Yeah, Buffalo, they have nobody. It's just Ryan Miller with a 64 overall backup. So if I go to draft picks and say 4th round pick, hey, 4th round pick, bang, thanks a lot, Johan Hedberg, goodbye. So now I have a 4th from Buffalo to add to the draft. Okay, easy as pie, nice and simple. We have other goalies in the system here too. Dunham is like our 3rd goalie. We could trade Shields, 71 overall, yeah. Is there another team with like only 2 goalies on their team? Or one like a really bad backup? 82 and 71, yeah. Let's trade it. No, but I don't. Yeah, the Panthers, we can trade to the Panthers. Can I get, like, could I go crazy and say a 3rd round pick? 3rd round pick! Thank you very much, Florida. Okay, I won't abuse the system anymore. But now we get another 3rd from Florida and a 4th from Buffalo, just dumping our extra goalies who we do not need. So Atlanta Thrashers acquire a draft pick, extra, read all about it. We'll keep on simulating here through the game against the Coyotes. I'll even give Dunham the Capitals as well, and then we'll get Lettinen in for pretty much the rest of January. Hey, back-to-back dubs. Well done, Mr. Dunham. And we are rolling here, my friends. We are 24-17-2. We're rolling. Trade summary. Those are the trades we made. Injuries, streaks, and then Scott Thornton's back to 27th, so still not quite yet. Get Lettinen back in the lineup, and we are rolling. Dunham at an 83. He is happy. Big smile on his face. Morale is nice and high in Atlanta. One of the best records we've had in a while, if like even talking about beyond the simulation before it. Let's get to the All-Star break, see which of our players make the team, and then we'll reassess the points and the team and the league standings at that point. All right, today is the All-Star game. Would you like to stop simulating? Yes, please. I'll check the calendar in a second. First, I want to see which of our players made the squad. So we'll go into the game, and then we'll check the lines. Here we go. Little opening video. That's Patrice Bergeron against who? Mika Kiprasov. Coming in. Full speed. What's he going to do? Whoa! Is it in Atlanta? Or is that the same case? No, I think last year was in Dallas. Patrice Bergeron. Oh, big spinorama. Burn. I love watching these videos. Big salute. Steals the Jagger salute. Actually gives a kiss. Big hits there. Pavel Demitra. Again, he makes the All-Star. Oh, terrible suicide pass right in the middle. You never do that. Goalie gets absolutely shamed with the 5-hole. Captain Pavel Demitra. Oh, yeah. Love to see it. Eric Stahl's out here. Little zoop, zoop, zoop. Oh, yeah. Shamed him. Big cross-check into the boards. Yeah, you love it. Henrik Zetterberg out here. Let's see what he's got. Little, fake between the legs. Marek Malikat. Bang. All right, all right. All fun and games, all good stuff. Let's go to the, sorry, is it team options? Yeah, edit lines. Who made the team? Let's see. So first line is Stahl Bergeron and Marian Hossa, representing the Atlanta Thrashers. Second line is Shanahan, Spezza, Yager. Third line, Brelin, Turgeon, and Gabrick. There's Pierre Turgeon in another All-Star game for him. And Ribeiro, Nylander, Frolik, really on the fourth line. Defense, Pitkanen, Boyle, Caberlet, Lepisto, and Gonchar Campoli. So no defense. And goaltending is Ward and Hasek. So from the Atlanta Thrashers, we have Hossa and Turgeon representing us. No Ilya Kovalchuk, surprisingly, but I guess it makes sense since he was injured. His point totals are lower, I guess, but like surprising that Michael Frolik made the team. I'd want to go see that. More trade summaries, all that stuff doesn't really matter too much. I want to take a pause, like we said, at the All-Star break to see the point totals. But just to update you on the calendar, we had a win-loss win record moving into the All-Star break. And let's go see the player stats for the season. Let me see, of the entire league first. So Turgeon leading the entire NHL, tied with Michael Nylander. They were playing third, fourth line on the All-Star game. But 69 points in 49 games from these absolute monsters. Tanguay, Yager, Hossa, Shanahan, Pekka. Kovalchuk's up here. He's up here, 58 and 45. So that's a big all-star snub. And Atlanta. So 69 and 49 for him, 61 for Hossa, 58 for Kovalchuk, 32 and 49 for Freddie Modin. Janssen 28. Umberger doing much better than last season. He's a +3 to boot, so that's good. Avalid, 26 points in 49 games. Colby Armstrong, 26. Yell, Dempsey, Kozlov, 19. He really cooled down. Schubert has 11 points in 28 games, so much better than McCarthy. I'm not sure what was happening there. Bondra has 4 points in 49 games, and he's crying about ice time, so maybe trading him would be a good idea. I'm excited to get Thornton back in the lineup, and going to look at Kari Lettinen. He has 3.04 goals against average and an .849 save percentage. Yikes. Dunham doing better, but of course, much smaller sample size. That's questionable. I really want to see what's up with Michael Frolik, though. Where in the Eastern Conference, where does he sit? There he is. 33 points in 50 games. He's 19 years of age here. Wow, look at that. A young Michael Frolik. I love it. Okay, so we'll keep on... Actually, no, I forgot the team standings. So in the Eastern Conference, we still are in 5th place. Starting to move away a little bit from these other teams that we're fighting down here. So playoffs are becoming a bit more of a somewhat maybe certainty-ish, but still a lot of hockey left to be played. And good place to be right now. So now we can continue simulating to the trade deadline. Actually, we'll probably stop a bit before the deadline. Let's go see the Colorado Avalanche, who are a good team. We'll stop 2 weeks before the deadline, and we'll call it there. Wait to see, maybe there's some stuff you want to see. Give this guy a chance. Try this guy in the lineup before you trade him, etc. So I'll leave that option open. Scott Thornton is back. You love to see it, so we'll edit the lines and get him in there for, I don't know, Stewart or Bondra. Bondra's been crying about his ice time, so maybe just put him in the press box. Stewart has 6 points in 44 games. I don't know. It's more about the player types. Sniper, I guess, because I'd want to replace the power forward with the power forwards. Okay, Bondra, you get to live another day. Stewart will come out for the moment, and Thornton will go in. Hopefully his overall improves because he had, 10 points or something? Or is it, I don't know. He was looking good. Or is it 2 points in 10 games? I don't know. Hossa, wow. Sore ankle. Out for, 5 weeks or so. All right, edit those lines. All right, the lines are fixed, but that's definitely a big loss for us with Marian Hossa gone. Armstrong's going to move up to that first line. I'm going to put Stefan Yell on the second line as opposed to Victor Kozlov because Kozlov gives the line a -1 while Yell gives it a +1. So Stewart also has the best face-off, so he'll go center on the fourth line, and we will try our best to roll like that until he comes back from his injury. Hopefully we can hang on tight. We beat the Canadiens there, by the way, after the All-Star break. And we beat the Flyers and beat the Devils. That's 3 consecutive wins after the All-Star break. Coming into the month of February now. 3 more games till the Avalanche. We beat the Lightning. Okay. Nice little streak for ourselves here. That's at least 4. I think more. We beat the Rangers, right? Before the All-Star break. So that's 5. 6 now against the Flyers. Okay. And the Buffalo Sabres. Last game before the stop there. And we take the L, unfortunately. So that was, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 game winning streak. How do you do? We currently sit at a record of 32, 20, and 3. We're looking good. Monthly financials, streaks, and injuries. No big interesting mail. And let's simulate this game. Let's do it. The Avalanche are 29, 20, and 5. They want their 30th win. We want to just keep climbing in the conference. Let's do it. February 8th, 2008. First period, 1-0 Avalanche. Turgeon against his old team as well. Second period, 2-0 now. Third period, nothing. Final 5 minutes, we score 1. McEachran from Kozlov and Havlid, but it's not enough. And we lose that one. We drop that one. 2-1 the final. So, coming into this little break now, we have a record of, I can't see it, but 32, 21, and 3. Janssen day-to-day with the flu, which is not great. The ownership level and trust is going up, which is very nice to see. The playoffs are becoming more and more of a certainty with these other teams starting to fall off a little bit, but we cannot take our foot or feet off the gas for a second here, because that's when they come and catch you. I don't think there's much for me to say because there's no trade blocks and things like that. But I will definitely show you the player stats and where, I don't know, what are your thoughts on where some changes could be made? Turgeon still up there, 79 points, man. This guy is such just an ageless wonder. Turgeon, Kovalchuk, Modin 35. So who's the struggling piece? Who do we think about moving out, if anybody? Do we think about moving Kozlov for a better sniper? Because he's making 2.7. There's probably a good young guy we could get, but we need to keep the contract situation in mind. Anyone we get, we probably can't keep next season if they're on an expiring deal. It's very tight when it comes to money here. Stewart's been playing okay for the 4th line. Yeah, Bondra's still crying a little bit. Yeah, okay, it was 2 points in 10 games for Thornton. Now he has 2 in 16. And looking at goaltenders, let's go back here. Lettinen, 3.05 goals against and a .850 save percentage. Do we give more starts to Dunham? I don't know. Is it the defense that has to be fixed perhaps as well? Maybe the overalls are too low. There's a lot that could be said and suggested. Janssen with the flu down to a 76, so maybe I'll swap Schubert up. But anyways, that is it for this episode, my friends. Part 1 of the 2007-08 season, year number 2 with the Atlanta Thrashers. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any suggestions, please leave them here in the YouTube comments or over on the Discord server. Next game will be up against the Vancouver Canucks. So the link for the Discord server is in the description along with all the other links you need, such as the one to the Twitch channel. If you're enjoying this throwback series, leave a like. Let me know your favorite memories about NHL 07, just talking hockey and franchise mode. And if you're enjoying all the uploads on the channel, you're not already subscribed, it would mean a lot if you would consider doing that as well. So, once again, thank you so much for watching. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts and incorporating them into the next one for the Atlanta Thrashers, who are a winning team and looking to make the playoffs. So, thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.